So good morning. Welcome to the first of my beginner series yoga sessions. We're just going to work through each session, maybe a different pose, maybe some sun salutations, just to get you accustomed with the poses. So today we're going to focus on our sun salutation, which is your yoga push-up and your warrior one. So I'll walk you right through the warrior one. We'll do a few rounds of it. Not a long class today, just get you started, get you understanding some of the different yoga lingo, I guess is what we would call it, our yoga lingo, our yoga language. So, and then we'll end with a nice asana of Shavasana. So Shavasana would be what we call corpse pose. And just allowing your body to completely let go and relax. So we will move through a little bit of the downward facing dog, the cat-cow, and your warrior one, and your chaturanga, which is your yoga push-up. Alrighty, so if you want to start right here, seated on your mat, let your shoulders relax. Maybe gently close your eyes. And just take a minute and focus on your jawline. We tend to be very tense in our jawline, so let's let it relax, let it go. And breathing is a very important part of our practice. So for just a moment, just sit here, don't force anything. Try to think about sitting up as tall as you can. Try not to over slouch. We slouch all day. So sit up nice and tall. Where's your breath right now? Do you notice if your breath tends to be quite shallow? Or do you have deeper breaths? Just find that awareness. Take a minute, let that body relax. Just feel good in your seat. You'll find Molly tends to be here for most of my practices. My little sidekick. Try not to be too serious. Think about adding a smile to your practice. Never criticize yourself, never judge. Just be in each pose in your time. So let's start to deepen our breaths. We want to take a nice, deep, long, slow inhale through your nose. You want to think about the belly and the chest filling nice and full. And then maybe just exhale it out your nose. Empty your chest, empty your belly. Take a couple more of those nice, long, slow inhales and exhales. Just finding your breath. As you inhale, let that belly fill, let those lungs fill. As you exhale and you empty everything out, that belly button pulls back towards your spine. And then very gently, let's inhale, reach our arms up high to the sky. On your exhale, take your right hand down to the floor. Maybe just plant that hand nice and firm. And extend that right arm out over your ear. So it doesn't have to be a long tilt. It can be whatever works for you. If you want to go a little deeper because you're more flexible, go ahead. Couple good breaths. It's not going to be a long, fast practice. Just getting you used to it. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, take the left hand down. And just extend. If you can only go just a tiny bit, that's fine. If you can extend a little bit deeper, that's fine too. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, take your hands down through heart center. And if crossing your legs is difficult, you can always extend them out or bring the soles of your feet together. Remember, this is your practice. I like yoga to be for everyone. for all bodies, all people of all styles and shapes and sizes. So let's take one more nice deep inhale with your nose. This time open your mouth and let it all out. Then gently open your eyes. We're going to slowly come into our table pose. So walk your hands, fingers nice and wide. Heel of your hands is directly under your shoulders. So you're going to take and push from the heel of that hand right up into your shoulders. Then adjust your hips under, or your knees, sorry, under your hips. And then take that belly button, pull it in nice and firm. It straightens your spine out nice and long. This gives you your true table pose. And then when you're ready, we're going to flow through our breath a little bit. This would be your cat-cow. So when you inhale, drop your belly, bring your crown up, tailbone up, not too high. As you exhale, round out your spine. Push through the middle of your spine. Crown of your head comes down. And then we'll just gently flow through this 2 or 3 more times at the measure of your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Just finding that awareness. Noticing your spine and your hips as they slightly move. One more time. Inhale through to a cow. Exhale, round out to that cat. Then we're going to inhale, come back into that table pose. So I just have to shimmy a kitty out of the way here. Walk your hands up. So they're coming up at least one whole handprint. So they're just a little bit ahead of your shoulders. Knees under your hips. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale. This is flowing through a chaturunga or push-up style. We're going to inhale, come through into a half plank, and then keep those elbows tucked nice and tight to your body, and slowly lower down to your belly and your chest. That's your exhale. On an inhale, maybe you just lift up a little bit, or maybe you can lift up a lot. Your baby cobra or your up dog. Depends on your body. And then gently on your exhale, start to turn your toes under, come to your knees, and then push your hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. That would be your first version of a sun salutation. In your down dog, let's kind of walk it out. So you're going to push one heel at a time for the mat, bending the other knee nice and deep. Just inhaling and exhaling at your pace. When you're ready, come back in through center. The aim is to push the heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch. And then maybe push from the heel of your hand so your ears come back by your shoulders. Good. Take a nice deep inhale. Let's come up high on our toes. And then we're just going to exhale, walk to the top of your mat. So your feet will come directly under your hips. And then bring your hands to your shins. And let's inhale. This is a flat back. Think about your spine nice and long, crown pointing opposite direction of your tailbone. And in an exhale, let's fold. Let your head hang. Softness in your knees, never hyperextend. And maybe you take your elbows, take a little bind with your hands and let your head just hang. Gentle little sway side to side. When you're ready, we're going to come back in through center, release that bind. And as you rise, bend your knees generously and inhale, start to reach your arms up high to the sky, up nice and tall. On an exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Beautiful. Think about your feet planted nice and firm on the mat, pelvis slightly tilted in, so you have a nice, strong, straight spine, strong core. Good. Relax your shoulders. So from here, before we really move, we're going to flow through another version of your chaturanga or your sun salutation. We'll inhale, reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, this time take your hands to the mat. Step your left foot back and then your right. We're coming into a plank position. If plank is difficult, come to your knees. Perfect. And then we're going to exhale, lower down, knees, belly, chest, and chin. Relax the top of your feet. Inhale, rise up into your up dog. Exhale, turn your toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, come up through to your toes. We're going to exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Doesn't have to be fancy, however you get there. Hands to shins, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, let's rise up. We're going to reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, we're going to fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale this time. Take your fingertips to the mat. We're going to step the right foot back. And then you take that foot to about a 45-degree angle. When you're ready and you've planted your feet nice and firm, inhale, start to rise up. We're going to reach our arms up nice and high. Relax your shoulders, warrior one. This is your warrior one. Keep yourself nice and strong. Think of that front knee either behind or directly above your ankle. Relax the shoulders. Fingers can be spread wide. Always activating muscles throughout your body. Nice firm feet. Beautiful. Couple breaths here. Nice inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, let's gently take a tiny little back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands, fingertips to the mat, and step through to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Take your palms together so they'll be touching. On an exhale, tilt over just slightly to your right side. On an inhale, come through center. Exhale, tilt just over to your left. And inhale, come back in through center. Take those arms wide. Exhale, let's fold. Nice flat back. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold fingertips to the mat. This time, step the left foot back to that 45-degree angle. Doesn't matter if it's a small step or a large step. Root those feet in nice and strong. And inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky, warrior one. Think about your feet nice and firm. Maybe those hips are slightly pointed towards the left corner of your mat. Couple good breaths here. In through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale to a tiny little back bend. Exhale, fold. Hands come down, fingertips to the mat. Step to the top of your mat. We'll inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, hands to your mat. We're going to step the left foot back and then the right. Come to your plank position, unless you're stronger to go back with your right. So options again, lower those knees if you need or stay up in your plank. We're going to lower down, knees, chest, or chin to your push-up. Inhale to your up dog. Exhale, turn your toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Inhale, let's come up high on our toes. Let's exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat, depending on your flexibility. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. We'll go a little quicker this time. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, take your hands, fingertips to the mat, step the right foot back to a 45. And in your time, rise up, inhaling warrior one. Relax those shoulders, beautiful. Just take a minute, root them in nice and strong. And then just to add a little bit, exhale, let's start to bring your belly down towards your thigh. Maybe your arms can reach behind. Push those shoulders away from your ears, feel that stretch to your fingertips. Try not to look up too high or let your head hang. Keep the neck nice and long. Inhale, rise up. Reach into a tiny little back bend. Exhale, fold. We'll take our hands, fingertips back to the mat. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Hands come all the way, fingers tips to the mat. Step the left foot back this time, 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high, warrior one. Beautiful. Exhale, belly comes down towards your thigh. Reach those arms out, just like an airplane, to the kind of coming out to a 45-degree angle. Pull those ears and shoulders apart. Give your neck a good long stretch. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Fingertips come to the mat. Step to the top of your mat. On an inhale, come through to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to a flat back. And then again, exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back. And then the right. Come into your plank of your choice. If you like, half plank. Absolutely. And then let's lower down. Knees, chest, or chin on your exhale. Inhale to your version of up dog. And then gently turn your toes. And exhale back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come up high on our toes. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, let's rise up. Reach our arms up nice and high. Take your palms together again. Exhale, tilt over towards your right. Just a little tilt, doesn't have to be much. Inhale, come back in through center. Exhale, little tilt towards your left. Inhale, let's reach those fingertips up nice and high to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Step the right foot back to a 45. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, let's rise up. Warrior one. Relax your shoulders. Come up nice and tall. See how you feel. Good. Maybe this time you'll keep the fingers out long if your shoulders can handle it. Exhale, just bring your belly down towards your thigh. Reach those fingertips out long. So it doesn't matter if you come just a little bit or maybe you go a little bit deeper. Feet should be well planted. Inhale, rise up into a tiny little back bend. Exhale, bring those arms around, fold, fingertips to the mat. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold fingertips to the mat. Step the left foot back to a 45. Plant those feet nice and firm. So when you're ready in your time, doesn't matter if the stance is short or long. Inhale, rise up. Come up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Beautiful. Find where you're comfortable. And then again, exhale, start to tilt forward. Weight stays strong on your feet. The belly comes down towards your thigh, arms. Maybe you can reach out long. If your shoulders hurt, don't hesitate to take them down. Never criticize yourself. Inhale, rise up. Come back through into that warrior one, little tiny back bend. Exhale, fold. Take your hands, fingertips to the mat. Let's step to the top of our mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. Always find awareness. Exhale, tilt over towards your right. Inhale, gently come in through center. Exhale, we're going to tilt just a little bit over to our left. Inhale, reach it up nice and high. Take those arms wide. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Think of that really long stretch from your crown to your tailbone. You don't want your head to hang. It weighs too much. It's 15 or 20 pounds, so it's hard on your spine. And if you look up too much, it's too much tension on your spine. Exhale, let's fold. Take your hands all the way to the mat. Step the left foot back and then the right. Let's come back into a push-up position or plank position. Plank of your choice. Drop those knees if you need to. And we're going to exhale, lower down, knees, chest or chin. Inhale into your up dog. And one more time, exhale, turn your toes, downward facing dog. Adjust as you need to. Push those heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch. Take a really big inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. On an inhale, come up high on your toes. We'll exhale, lower our knees back to the mat at hip, about directly under your hips. Walk those hands back under your shoulders. So the wrist is under your shoulders, fingers are wide. And we're going to flow through a little more cat-cow. Inhale, come to your cow. Exhale to your cat. And about 2 more times at the measure of your own breath. From here, inhale, let's come back through into our table pose. Let's sit up nice and tall. Good. Think of that belly button pulled in. You really notice where you're at in this practice. And then when you're ready, let's walk our knees up between our hands. Take your feet, swing them to the left, and then lower onto your right hip. Beautiful. Gotta move a kitty out of the way here. She's crazy. Extend the legs out nice and long in front. Kind of take a minute and adjust your sits bones so you kind of move your cushion out of the way there. You always have a little extra meat there. Let the shoulders relax. Hands maybe come to your thighs. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Think about pulling those toes back towards you. Heels might gently come off the mat. Toes are straight up and down, not out like this. Good. Sit up tall. On an inhale, see if you can reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold. Bend those knees just a little bit if you need. It doesn't matter if you reach maybe just your knees or your shins, or maybe you can reach all the way to your toes. Big thing is not to hyperextend. If you can go straighter, go ahead. Just be careful your knees. And from here, notice that stretch through your lower back, through the back of your legs. Couple good breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. we're going to inhale, reach your arms out nice and long, adjust and make sure you have a lot of room at the back of your mat, so you will be on it when you lie down. And then slowly exhale, lower down. If you can, use your core. Allow yourself to lower, keeping the heels onto the mat. If not, use your hands. You can always use help to lower. And then when you get there, extend your arms out nice and long overhead. Point your toes. Take a really big inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Maybe one more big inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Good. And then very gently start to bring your hands down. And tuck your knees into your chest. Hands come to your shins. Kind of like a little ball. And we're just going to rock side to side just a little bit. So you're feeling a nice massage on your spine. And just gently come back and through center. For today, we'll just take our arms out to a T or cactus, whatever's comfortable for your shoulders. And just let your arms relax, your hands relax to the mat. Shoulder blades should be nice and flat. So I want you to take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale, roll your knees towards your right hand side. So maybe the soles of your feet need to come down. And it doesn't matter if it's a little bit or a lot. Your shoulders should remain on the mat. So only take that twist where you're comfortable. And then if you can, you either look straight up or look over your left shoulder. Just allowing your body to start to release, to let go. On an inhale, come back in through center. And then exhale, let's roll your knees towards your left hand side. And either look straight up or see if you can look over your right shoulder. Shoulders remain on the mat. So if you can only twist this much, that's totally fine. It's wherever your body's at right now. You might be really stiff, just starting out. Or maybe you're super flexible. Gently on your inhale, just bring your knees back in through center. From here, take your hands to your shins. Good. Take a minute, just kind of rock side to side. Notice that nice little massage on your lower back, from hip to hip. Maybe you dorsiflex those feet so you're pulling the toes back towards you, feeling that extra activation to the muscles. And then gently just come back in through center. Hands remain on your shins. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. And as you exhale, maybe you can pull your nose and knees together, rounding out your spine, giving it a nice stretch. Maybe a little rock, whatever works for you here. Couple good breaths. Never hold your breath. And then just very gently, start to lower your shoulders and your head back to the mat. And then maybe you'll just gently lower the soles of your feet to the mat. I have Kitty in the way, Miss Molly. And then if you can, let's take your legs, extend them out to the corners of your mat. I'll work around Miss Molly. And then if you can take your arms to the sides, maybe palms up, and just kind of let go. This is corpse pose or shavasana, one of the versions. Take a minute and think about your body feeling really heavy, like you're kind of molding into your mat, into the floor. Adjust if you need to. Grab a blanket or a sweater if you need to. Let's take a really big inhale with your nose. Exhale it all out your mouth. And then let your breathing just become natural. No stress, no strain, just let it be. Maybe gently close your eyes. And just allow yourself to completely take rest. Take rest. For today, we're not going to stay in a really long Shavasana. It takes time to learn to let go and let yourself relax and be in this position. You can, by all means, turn it off for a minute or so and just stay longer if you like. Otherwise, I want you to start bringing awareness to your breath. Noticing it again. Maybe you'll gently rock your head side to side. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, maybe your wrists and your ankles. And then walk your legs together, so your feet are together. Inhale, reach your arms out nice and long overhead. Point your toes, a couple good inhales and exhales. And then very gently, let's tuck our knees into our chest. Give them a little squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side. And then gently rolling onto your right hand side if you can. Use your arm as a pillow. Come into your fetal position. Your left hand can be just supporting, just in front of you. I know Molly's in the way. And then just take a minute and notice where you're at in your practice. Notice if you have any changes that occurred. If you were able to let your mind be in your practice and not worry about anything outside of that space. That just takes practice and time. And then using your left hand for support, gently inhale, start to rise up. And then when you can, the right hand comes down. Walking up nice and gentle, nice and slow, using it in your time. And then maybe you can come back through into your seated easy pose, as we call this. Adjust your sits bones. Back through, let your shoulders relax, your jawline relax. Maybe your hands are just gently on your thighs or your knees. taking a minute just to notice where you're at. Notice how you feel. Be proud of yourself for taking this step to find time to be on your yoga mat, to start to learn and practice this beautiful practice of yoga. And if you're advanced and you're coming back just to come back to the basics, that's awesome. I'm so thankful that you're here. Your eyes gently close. I want you to gently tilt your chin down just a little bit, nothing too severe. And then if you can, take your hands down through heart center, right kind of between that chest cavity. You're kind of thinking about the circumference of your hand and your finger pads pressed into one another. Not too hard, just gently. And I thank you so much. It's truly an honor and a privilege having you come begin your yoga practice with me. I feel blessed and honored. I wish you nothing but happiness and joy throughout whatever time of day this is for you. May the light in me honor the light in you. Namaste. I thank you so much for coming and beginning your yoga journey with me. I'll be working through several practices. I believe the next one will work on Warrior 2. And as we work through the poses, we'll gradually start to add multiple of the poses together, bringing you through to a full yoga practice. So until the next time, from Molly and I, thank you so very much. And I will see you very soon back on your mat. Namaste.